right, y'all. This was the 7th. This is last week. We almost there. This was February 7th, last week. All right. So usually, I'm a pretty energetic person. I take pride in not getting tired. I really don't get tired. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I operate. I'm energetic. I'm hype. You know what I'm saying? I keep it. I'm not really expressive with it. I can be, but like for the most part, I'm just full of energy, right? Last week I was at work and I hit a wall, y'all. Like I never felt this tired in my life. And I knew like heading into the week after I got into contact or after I realized that these beings are like trying to contact me literally and get my attention so I can receive this message, right? I was at work, the next 3 days, just thinking about it. And I'm like, I get off work so late that I can't really meditate how I want to. And I kept waking up every night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 4, like every single night. So I'm like, I'm kind of just dragging through work, just pulling myself to finish work, right? Last Wednesday or last Tuesday, like I said, literally in the middle of my shift, I hit a wall. I was fatigued. I was just like, I've never in my life felt this way. And I knew what it was. I knew it was like, look, dude, I'm going to make you feel tired until you get this meditation in so you can receive the message I need to give to you. So last Wednesday, I called off work. I've been at this job for like a year almost. And like, it's physically demanding or whatever. People call off all the time, but I never called off, ever. So I called off and it was so needed. Like I needed rest, right? And that night I meditated midnight. Around midnight. I don't know if exactly midnight, but I was actually in this chair because I had stayed up all night. Or I woke up early. I stayed up all night the night before, that Tuesday. I called off Wednesday. I took a nap because I woke up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And I would close my eyes and literally see like shapes and colors and, things where it's like, okay, if I actually sit and meditate right now, I could literally watch a movie. I literally be watching movies in my mind, like, but I was just like, I was so fatigued, whatever. So I go back to sleep and I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap. That way tonight I can meditate and be up. You know what I'm saying? Be up with all night. Like I won't be tired, right? I can meditate, make sure I don't fall asleep. So midnight comes, I didn't take a nap, y'all. Like I was up all night. It was tough for me to sleep because the sun was I kind of struggle going to sleep when the sun is up. So midnight comes and I'm like, crap. I don't want to meditate in bed because I might fall asleep. So I meditated in this chair. It's a recliner chair. I can lean back, whatever. Put my headphones on. Get my it's a certain frequency I listen to that like literally helps with your meditation. Like you get way deeper into your subconscious mind. It just helps me meditate so much easier. And I visit my ancestors again. I can't tell y'all how vibrations is love. Frequencies is love, y'all. Like I'm seeing my ancestors literally throw like this stuff on me. I don't even know what it was, but as they're throwing it on me, my body, I can feel my body vibrating. Like I feel the vibrations of love, y'all. Like I'm looking at the kingdom within myself and I'm seeing these Egyptians, I'm seeing all these animals, I'm seeing everything that got my back, y'all. The pyramid people, everything that got my back, just spreading love all over me, y'all. Oh my God. It was literally like a festival of love with vibrations and frequencies. And I'm just like, it's like the most incredible thing ever. And once again, I got to see like how in the grand scheme of things, how we are tiny, we are microscopic, and I wasn't bothered by it. Like, I don't care about none of that. Like, my life, like, I know people have ups and downs in life and stuff, but life is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been through some things, which I will get through later as well. But, like, once you get to this point, once you find this stuff within you, nothing else really matters. Like, materialistic stuff and just, like, the things that people gravitate to in the physical and stuff, like, I really don't care about none of that stuff. Like, all I need is within me. Like, all I need, I have here already. Like, I don't need nothing outside of myself. You know what I'm saying? Entire kingdom. Then I told y'all this entire kingdom can only be seen with your eyes closed. A whole literal world. Like, there's worlds here, like Black Panther, like Wakanda wise, that you literally can't see because there's literally a force field. There's literally a frequency that makes them seem invisible to our eyes. That you can only see with your eyes closed. You only can see and know their existence with their eyes closed, with your eyes closed. And the government knows this. But like, my ancestors they're still here. They're just on a different frequency. And they literally explained to me, like, your government knows we're here. Your government knows about the all-seeing eye beings. The beings have let the government know, you know what I'm saying, about their presence, about their everything. And they choose to keep it to themselves. That's what the Illuminati is about. That's what the occult is about. Occult knowledge. Occult means hidden knowledge. And it's crazy that, like, even as a kid, I thought to myself, there's going to be a day. I know there's people that understand what this is. I know there's people that understand what this reality is. And one day I'm going to figure it out. And when I do, I'm going to let everybody know. There will be no secrets anymore, right? And it's crazy that, you know, I have these thoughts at 12, 13 years old. And 17 years later, like, I'm here doing it. Like, it's just wild that I would think those things, and here I am 17 years later, 16 years later. Like, I told y'all, at a love fest, this is where it gets hectic in a sense. So after that, after the shower of love and appreciation and guidance and everything that they've taught me, they're like, you know what you have to do. And I'm like, not really, but I'm sure y'all gonna guide me to doing it, right? So God, pyramid people, whatever you want to call them, they talk to you in ways, like, in ways that you relate to. So, like, through your favorite movies or certain quotes or certain videos or certain people you run into. There's no accidents, y'all. There's no coincidences. Nothing. I don't care what it is. It is a sign. You just have to pay attention. So it kind of gets wild here. My favorite movie is Lion King, right? And they're like, you know what you have to do. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I open my eyes. It's like 3 a.m., right? I can see, I told y'all sometimes when I come out of a meditation, I can see the vibrations in the air from everything around me, right? So I come out of this state. I'm like, dang, it's 3 a.m. I really been meditating 3 hours, right? I see the vibrations and everything. So the song, the frequency I needed to play was, oh, I just can't wait to be king, from Lion King, right? I played the song on my phone. I get on YouTube and I play the song. I watch the waves, literally. The frequency literally guides me out of my apartment, like, to my car. I'm like, I already know where I have to go. Like, I know I have to go to this park I go down the street to, right? I go to the park. This is gonna be a long video. I go to the park, and I park you know, the part of the song where it says, everybody look left, everybody look right, right? As soon as it said look left, I was at a stoplight and the light turned yellow. It was a yellow arrow to turn left. I go down the street, everybody look right. I'm at a stop sign and it says everybody look right. And I turned right, y'all, as soon as it said look right. And then everywhere you look, I'm standing spotlight. I'm looking down the road. It is a literal spotlight. It's this giant light, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, I am figuring it out. This is crazy, right? So I get down there and I'm like, okay, now what? Of course, I play the song again. I just follow the frequencies in the air, right? It brings me to this park bench. And I sit on the bench and it's me, the lake, and then there's a light like straight ahead, right? And in the light, in the water, I see Christ like hanging on a cross, and it's a reflection of him in the water. And I'm like, okay. You know how like in the Bible it talks about like Moses parting the Red Sea, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy how like I never read the Bible, but there's certain things that I just know, I guess are just common, right? So, Moses, he parted the Red Sea. I literally watched the water split itself. Like, it looked like a sidewalk. Just imagine like a sidewalk instead of like concrete. It was like a watered path straight to Christ. And I'm like, I know y'all don't want me to get in this water. And I can see every single like pyramid being, right? And I'm like, I'm the only one that got the message. I'm the only one that understands the message. And like, as I was going there, I'm thinking like, oh, these pyramid beings want to meet me because the message I received the week before, the Saturday before this, is like, yeah, we're part of a universal council. When the species reach a certain level of consciousness, we choose a person that we want for them to represent Earth. We want to represent like they're part of the world, right? And we've chosen you, Skylar. Like, you've raised your consciousness enough, your awareness enough, your kindness, your team unity, your everything. Like, we want you to represent your world, right? And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm thinking like, okay, this is gonna lead them to me to be able to like, I don't know, physically pick me up or something. I don't know. But then I get there and they're like, we're not here to save you. We didn't lead you here to save you, Skylar. You have to save yourself. And like, the way that hit me, it made so much. I was like, this makes sense. But I'm still like, you want me to get in this water at 4 a.m.? It's cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it. It's bench, water path, Christ. I'm like, took me about, I ain't gonna lie, it took me like 15 minutes to gather myself. I'm like, screw it. So I get in the water. I'm looking at the lake and I'm like, okay, I'm tall. It doesn't even matter. Like, I can walk into the water. The water only come up to my chest, right? yeah, right. I'm walking in the water, right? The water gets to about here, literally right below my lower lip. And I'm like, I'm freezing. I'm gonna put the videos of like me getting out the water, like before I get in and after I get out after this. I'm like, okay. So I'm getting in the water. I get to the point where like they want me to go to, and I go underwater, right? And as I have my eyes closed underwater, I see the beings and they're like, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're doing the right thing, right? So I'm like, okay, I come up. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I panicked. Cause like it was cold. I felt like I was getting like my muscles were getting kind of fatigued. And I'm like, I'm swimming back. I'm swimming back. I don't know if I told y'all, but when I first met them, they showed me how like the beings could change the frequencies of life, basically. They're literally God-like, y'all. Like, I panicked and I tried to swim back to land, and they made it to where the land was pushing farther and farther away from me. Like I was swimming in place. And they're like, no, Skylar, you're the only one that understands the message. You have to do this. I'm like, okay. So I get back to the spot. I try to go like more towards Christ, like more towards the light, right? On the other side of the lake. And I can't move forward either. I'm like, So I can't move forward and you won't let me go back to land. Like, what am I doing? It's 4 a.m. No one knows I'm here. Like, I'm about to drown. Like, and I like have a fear of drowning. Like, I know how to swim, but in my mind, I'm like, drowning is one of the worst things that could happen. Like, that's a top 3 death. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drown. So I'm like, okay, I started getting mad really because I started panicking. Like, I'm like, okay, Christ sacrificed himself for everybody to live. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm like, it hit me and I was just like, bro, do I have to die right now? Like, do I have to die right now for everyone to live? And I started thinking to myself, so like, I did everything in this life, treated everybody with love and respect and all this stuff. And I have to die right now for them to live. Like, I was so angry, y'all. And then I just got kind of calm and I thought about everybody I know. Like, I was just like, if I have to die for them to live, then so be it. Death is an illusion anyway, right? It's not real. So I'm like, okay, I might die. And I get like a sense of deja vu. Bro, this scene was so dramatic. I got a sense of deja vu. Like, I'm exactly where I'm at. I'm exactly where I need to be. It starts raining, okay? The freaking water fountain to the lake starts spewing. I'm like, oh my God, like this is it. I'm about to die. I'm about to die in this lake at 4 a.m., right? My whole life flashed before my eyes. I'm like, I'm about to really die. Then there was something I saw right before I went to the lake. It was a picture with the all-seeing eye on it. And it said, let go to receive. And after my life flashed before my eyes, I saw that. I had my hands up and I was just like, let go to receive. I calmed down and I watched the water go from here all the way down to here. I was like, oh my God. And there was this video I watched months ago that taught me about how to go move in life with the flow of the river, the flow of the current, that some days the current might be rigid and rough and like, you know what I'm saying? It might be rapid, you know what I'm saying? And some days it might be smooth sailing, it might be clear and there's clarity and all this stuff. But no matter what, flow in the way of the river, of the lake, right? So then I'm like, flow in the river of the, flow with the river, never go against the current, flow with the current. So I'm looking at the water, I'm looking at the waves, and I just start swimming with the current. I get back to land. As I get back to land, a plane goes by. Literally, it's a silhouette drawing, 5-star point drawing with a Christ head on it. And I'm like, it's done, I'm good, we good. And they were like, this is wild to even say. They were like, Skyler, you don't even know what you just did. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, you just saved the world. I'm like, what? And they said, you don't understand now, but just know you just saved the world. And I'm just like, whatever, bro. I'm shivering. I'm wet. It's 4 a.m. I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care. And I didn't understand it until yesterday. I don't understand it until now. So yeah, that was wild. I'm the only one that understood the message. I still understand it. I'm going to wrap this video up. That was an absolute insane night. All these things have really taught me to be fearless, y'all. Like, remember I told y'all, fear is the lowest vibration, right? They're teaching me not to be in fear of anything, and it's all going to make sense in the next video or so. So I'll be back.